Hello everyone, in this tutorial you're gonna learn how to sign up and create a new account and do some initial setups. So first you'll be clicking on sign up at the top right there and enter some of your credentials. I'm just gonna create some dummy account. Number of rooms, let's go with 5 rooms. I don't wanna build too many rooms here, and whatever time zone and subscription type, click on I accept. Alright, and registration is successful. Now I'm gonna log in. Okay, and since this is my first time signing up, you're gonna see this wizard to help you set up. So click on next, and first you're gonna set up the room types. It may seem a little daunting in the beginning, but you can see that you'll know that it's pretty simple once you get used to it. So you can see there's about there's 4 template room types set up for you to start with. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up the very first room type. So let's take a look here. Non-smoking single bed. So yes, the name's there. Acronyms are already set up. Online reservation description. This is a description that when you set up an online reservation for people to make reservations on your website, they're going to see this room description. So I'm just going to say nice room with a single bed, only for non-smokers. Okay, and the max occupancy is pretty much self-explanatory. We're going to say maximum of 3 people in the room for adults, maximum of 3 kids. And the rates. Now this is the more important part. You can see that they're divided in 3 sections. We got daily room rate, weekly, and monthly. So most importantly, you're gonna have to set up the daily room rate. Let's say it's $50 a night. That's with no one in the room. And a price per adult basically is if there's 1 person, how much would the room be? It would be 60 bucks, for example. And if there's an additional people that's coming into the room, then it's going to be incrementing by $10. So if there's 2 people, it'd be $70. If there's 3 people, then it'd be $80 and on. And price per child would be $5. Now the weekly room rate is for the rate for the entire week. So basically it'd be $50 times by 7. But I'm sure most of the people would be willing to give a bit of a discount because they're staying for a week. So instead of $350, we go $325 maybe, and a little less. Or no, sorry, that's not 8. That'd be $10 times by 7, so 70. But instead of 70, I can go 65, and for 5, I can go 30. And of course, this is the monthly room rate, so we'll go 50 times 30 basically. So that'd be 1,500, but we'll lower it down to 1,200, giving a bit of discount there. And that's 400. Alright, after you're done, you can just click on save to save the room settings. And just gonna quickly set up the other ones as well. Let's see here, 50, 325, 120. How much was I up there? 30, 250, 10, 30, 250. I'm just gonna set up these 2 rooms. Rest of the rooms, we're just gonna leave it blank because really I'm just showing an example. But you get the idea. Basically, you're setting a room rate, so it automatically adjusts the room rate when you make a new reservation or making a check-in. So I'm just gonna go on ahead and scroll all the way down. Unfortunately, you can actually see what's down there in the very bottom. One second here, please. Okay, just gonna resize the window. Yes. And now you can see that once you scroll all the way down, there's a next on the bottom. So just gonna click on next. Okay, so I'm in the next setting. That's for adding rooms. Now I set up so that I have 5 rooms, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add additional rooms. As you can see, and now I have 5 rooms. Now I'm just gonna assign the names for them. 102 is gonna go with that. Whoops, I forgot to click on OK. 102. It should be 103. Okay. 104. And 105. Alright, I set the room names. Now I'm going to assign the room types for each room. 101 is set up as a smoking single. I can set up 102 as something different. Now keep in mind that all these room types were set up in on the previous page. So I'm going to set this as double. Make sure you click on OK. You can go straight on this one. We can do another double. And let's make deluxe. And go OK. Alright, and that's it for adding rooms. We're going to go to the next page. Now this is for setting up text types. Now this GST is for hotels in Canada, in the province of Alberta. You can have different text type based on which country you're using the Roomsy from. So these are very easily edited. You can say GST, let's go XST, who cares? Go OK. Oops, what's going on here? Let's erase the last text type, XST, go OK. And that's set up, and we can set the tax rate as 3%. Okay. And let's get rid of this text type. From delete. Okay, so we have one text type called the XST that's going to be applied to your rooms. Go next, and now you can see that what type of charges have what text types. Now you only know that you know that we only have one text type, which is XST. You can see that daily room charge is going to have XST, weekly too, monthly as well. Some hotels do not charge taxes if the guest is staying for longer than 30 days or so. So we can take the XST out for the monthly room charges. As for other charges such as service charge, restaurant charge, gratuity, you can apply taxes there as well. Let's add another charge type here, just to get you a better idea. You can call it bar charge. So say if you have a lounge or a bar in your hotel, and if they have a couple of sips of drink, how much am I going to charge them? Is there going to be tax involved? Yes, usually there is tax for the alcohol. So I'm going to check on XST, and there we go, we're set. So that was the last step, and setup is complete, and we can get started. So click on get started now, and you can see our main Roomsy screen. Okay, I can go further into how to create bookings and all that in our next tutorial. But before doing that, I would just wanna show you how to do some additional setups and a very important couple of the tips before you start using Roomsy. First of all, keep in mind that the selling date is set as today. Well, today is the April 1st or 11th when I'm making this tutorial. Make sure this is today, and if it's not today, keep in mind that you can change it in settings, and there's a couple of other settings that you gotta do at the very beginning. So I'm just gonna go in there, click on settings, and you can see the property information. These are the initial information that you only have to set up once, usually once, unless there's a drastic change in your hotel or your property. You can see that your name and everything is already set up. You might want to enter additional information such as an address. As it says, this information is used on your invoices. So when you print the invoice, all this information will be printed, so your customer can use it and claim their tax returns or whatever. But yeah, let's set the address. City, some random postal code, number, website, hotel.com, and GST number. That actually it's gonna change, but it's gonna apply to whichever taxes you have. If it's not applicable, then don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm just gonna click on update company info. I don't know if you can see that button down there, but now everything is saved. There's other setups that you can do. As you can see, there's a room setup. It's exactly same as what you saw in the initial setup wizard. Keep in mind that these checkboxes for can be sold online, it indicates that it's pretty much self-explanatory. The rooms can be sold online for the online reservation. So if you check them, then people can buy these rooms online on your website. Now as for the room types, these are again exactly the same from what you saw on the setup wizard. And the payment types, now these are the tenders that you're willing to accept from the customers. You can see that already there's many different types of tenders. American Express, MasterCard, Visa, debit, cash, gift card. If you want to add any more, you can just click on add a payment type. And what other tenders out there? Let me think. Discovery, maybe? Discovery card. Okay, so that's a different tender you can accept. Taxes, again same thing. And charges, again same thing. How would you like to charge your guest? What kind of bill would you like to charge your guest with? Another example, I'm just going to add one more here. Could be damage charge. So if somebody breaks something in the room and you want to charge them for it, you can put it under damage charge, and we're going to apply tax to it as well. Now online, this feature is only available for people that have registered on their standard account. And you can see that there's a little bit pieces of code. You can put this code inside your website, and it's going to display a nice widget that people can use to make a reservation. Just to give you an idea, let me go to this one website that uses the widget. Let's go to yeah, this is one of our customers that's using the Roomsy, and you can see that there's this little widget, and people can use this to make reservation into Roomsy, and they show up automatically on your Roomsy dashboard, just like that. But we can go further into this later. Let's go back to our setup. So that's there. And employees, this part is actually quite frequently used. Say if you hire a new employee, then you want to add the employee by entering the first name, and the email will be joseph@roomsy.com. Of course, this account doesn't exist, so I'm not going to add it. But once you add the employee, what happens is the person will receive an email, and once the person's going to see a confirmation link to it, which if the person clicks on the link, he is basically automatically registered into Roomsy, and he or she can start using Roomsy. And as you can see, there's a list of employee, and this employee that receives an email will be added to the list, and you can also delete them in future as well. So that pretty much covers the initial setup wizard and the initial setup of your hotel with the Roomsy. And if you need any help, just click on help. There's my phone number right there. Feel free to call me anytime, and there's the tutorial you're obviously seeing. So, or you can send us an email, and we'll get back to you shortly. So yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, please contact us. We're thrilled to help you, And yeah, other than that, this is it, and thanks for watching.